don't care. Nobody cares. You seriously just made me waste my time.
Finally ready to settle
Cutie
this.
pie.
How do you feel about bro fisting?
Like,
No, Jake, not at all.
no.
Have you tried it?
No.
Maybe you'll like it.
No.
I wonder if that's worked on anyone. It's got to be at least one person. Like, yeah, he's got a good point.
You haven't had sex before?
YOLO.
Georgina wouldn't become an angel.
No, Jake.
No.
No.
Shut up.
I would hate for you to be my first time.
I can't hear you or
He hurt me.
You probably end up crying.
Well, about what?
I think we've established it's about your dick.
Why is everything about my dick?
Well,
It makes things
I
cry.
remember. Yeah, it made what's her bucket cry.
Oh, it was she who must not be named.
I think that was on one of the Walking Dead videos. Now we have to find it, and we gotta splice it out because no one's gonna know what we're talking about.
my respects to you.
Jake's dick makes girls cry. That's
That being said, Judge Nemo to bring
the basic idea. But he admits it, and that's why we need to get that.
I know,
video.
right? Like, he can't even punch me. He's like, but Jake, you told me it made her cry.
to protect the
Okay, she was a very guilty,
Oh,
like, feeling person. Like, because she had any sexual encounters whatsoever, she cried.
I think the worst part is, like, Jake knows that they're not supposed to have sex before marriage, but he wants it.
Of
And he's
course I
gonna
want
get it.
No.
He doesn't care about your
Oh,
feelings.
no.
Even if it makes you cry.
I know.
No, that's just sad.
Like, if a girl came up to me and told me it's like, I can't have sex before marriage, I'm like, alright, I'll respect
I respect
that.
your decision.
I'm not gonna be like, well, my dick says
I'm gonna
otherwise.
drop my pants and say, "Here, look at this." That'll make you feel guilty.
Disco doesn't know why, but her energy is a million.
Poor girl.
What is this? I'm kind of.
No, it isn't like that. Don't just
She probably turned into a lesbian.
It does taste a little bit off. It's
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she turned into a lesbian, to tell you the truth.
I wouldn't either.
because of you.
No,
Probably
just...
not for the same reason we're thinking.
Just...
I can't let sardines
She wasn't too into the penis.
She really
Didn't
liked
get down on that D.
stories. And those stories just happened to include a lot of other women. And they seemed to get her off a lot.
Maybe she's like me and she doesn't have anyone of the opposite sex to have stories with.
So he gets off to gay porn. That's what we're getting at here.
Silly ones I can relate to.
Hey, they're like me.
No, he got raped by a bunch of women. Now he's being forced prostituted on the street. Reminds me of my younger days.
What happened in your younger days?
A lot.
Ah, gosh.
I always tell this Jake. I always tell Jake.
And it's only halfway through our recording session today. That's the fun part.
I think the worst part is that, like, I bet like there's a bunch of people like, is he high? No, not at all. This is me being unrestrained, which is probably why people don't like me.
Put those headphones on. Be quiet.
Right?
Unrestrained is good, I think.
We're not talking about pants, Jake.
Or fisting.
Or sex.
Fisting.
Why fisting is a terrible
Well,
idea.
you like punching people.
Yeah, but that's a terrible idea. That just ruins your...
Hurting people is a terrible idea.
You want to be able to use that stuff later.
Your
More
fist
fisting?
later?
No,
What are
whatever
we
you're
using later?
fisting. Whatever is being fisted.
Oh, okay. So the fisty, not the fister,
Yeah.
is going to be used later.
Well, you want to be able to, have further sexual encounters with that person, I hope.
Maybe you don't. Maybe they're like Mitt Romney, and like they won't go away until they give them what they want.
Listen, Mitt, we really just want you to go away, okay?
All right, just give them
Bend
just give
over.
them one good yank. Like, all right, we're done.
This guy has a human skull too, by the way.
They all have human skulls.
really weird shaped human skulls too. If you notice the weird back part, like
Always black skulls. I don't know why. What was I gonna say? We always get off track.
I usually I derailed this one with fistings.
Yeah, you're fisting Dan. It's really gotten us into a lot.
It's gotten out of hand.
I know, right?
I know you can see, Artina.
Had a hand. I promise I'm not high, guys. I promise.
Can you hear me?
No!
Can you see?
Something I tell Jake all the
Can't
time.
see anything!
Now I remember, I have, like, considering, like, what I do for my life, in that I just go to work and stay in my room all day, I have a lot of stories.
Just like you did.
How does that
back when you were a
happen?
ragged soldier.
Internet?
No, I don't make the stories
Oh.
up. Who is
Miss
that?
Artina?
This is Judge Nemo. He's the main enemy.
That looks like the guy from Full Metal Alchemist.
Hard for me.
Yes, Hohenheim, is that the name, right?
I can see
Is that
you.
the guy's name from? It's gonna bother me.
I was like, sorry, I'm just looking up erotic
She
fanfic.
watched over you and tried to guide you.
Hey, we all have our
We need
needs.
to get that one back again, Dan.
No.
The Harry Potter one. That one was so good.
Whoops.
I can't believe that Justin was the one who got so fucking pissed that you were reading it in the apartment all the time. Like, we were just sitting there playing video games and Dan would read this stupid erotic fan fiction and Justin would rage at it. And it was just all jokes and fun, but for some reason, the guy who had the cross-dressing wannabe tranny sleepover and he slept in the same bed with that person
Wow,
was
this
getting
is-
mad at the erotic Harry Potter gothic fan fiction.
Van Hohenheim.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hohenheim.
What is he? Who is he?
That's the.
Oh, that guy right
Yeah,
there.
from Full Metal. Like, it's the dad.
Oh, okay.
And I was just saying, he looks like him.
Yeah, you kind of.
See, look! Come on! Wow. That's him.
Oh, from
That's
what?
from FMA, yeah.
Yeah,
Full
see?
Metal Alchemist?
It like skip ahead to get that guy's picture so you guys so Dan can see.
Alright, fine.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? He does look like it. Look at him. He's got the glasses. Even like the facial hair and like he just needs he has anime spiky hair, whereas this guy is more straight. I'm sure we can make it spiky. Give him some hair gel.
The Auror method. Draco, a supposed recluse rather, sorry.
I just didn't know.
Really specializing in cons from a distance, is forced to ask the R's to guard him when he starts receiving death threats. The head R assigned to him is Harry Potter, which should be no problem, right? Includes fingering, hands job, male on male, and something that's called WIP.
Isn't that like an internet thing? WIP?
Maybe? No, like web, WEP.
Yeah, close. I was one vowel away.
Wait!
Uh,
Are you running
Yeah,
away?
we get really weird sometimes, you know?
He's gone. The malicious tension in this area is.
anyway, angst is a sexual category now.
It sounds like my kind of porn.
It's like, and male and female. Angst.
Not weird.
I hate you. I hate you too. I would never want to have sex with you. Well, that goes double for me. Oh yeah, well I can't give you what you want, so I'm gonna.
Jesus, every one of these has angst in them.
A lot of angsty people on here.
Especially on Harry Potter fanfiction boards.
Not so sure about having saved the world.
Some people have too much time on their hands.
I did it, Father. Now the nether.
On their hands.
But is everything really?
There's time to do that. It's like, oh, I have a bunch of free time. I know, I'll write erotic fan fiction. Do you do that, Jay? Is that the writing you do?
What? Erotic fan fiction of Harry Potter? I've
Of
considered
anything,
doing erotic fan fiction, but I've actually never done anything erotic writing. But it is something
You get,
on
like-
my list of things
You
to
start
write.
imagining it, and then like, yeah, well, let's test it out.
You wouldn't want to read what I have to write as far as erotic goes.
I don't want to read anything you write, Jake.
I'm so sorry.
You're like, man, the evil black guy.
The evil
Met up with the clearly underage tentacle monster.
and the rape ensued.
Tentacle monster had a disease. Now he has
He's going to
disease.
remove his soul along with as long as Fear the Great's power keeps
To
getting
eliminate him and all of his kind.
A good white hero who was Caucasian showed
Where he
up.
will never reincarnate.
Named Caucasian.
Dasco exists. He shouldn't be allowed.
Name of his penis was Justice. The mighty hammer of justice fell.
His testicles, truth, and loyalty.
He's a helpless fool.
I really hope no one from work watches this now. I get called in like, we saw your YouTube videos, I think you're fired.
What you're trying to do is the
I can't say that's without a good reason, so I'll just get my stuff.
Pretty sure it's admissible evidence in court.
For my own satisfaction. What he's done is not something that can be forgiven. But that's exactly why I don't want him
What's the name of your
to
dick,
take
Jake?
the easy way out by
Huh.
disappear. His sins
That is a very good question. And now I must consider a great name for a great dick.
But he must
Hold on.
No, the name for your dick, not for you. You. When people say you have a great dick, they mean you are a good dick. Like
No,
you, the person.
I'm talking about my penis, the thing in my pants. I must create a name for it. I must create a good name for it.
Why? It's not a person.
Hey!
400 years.
Would you like your name on your penis to be something not great?
I don't want
That
my
makes
penis
sense.
to have a name.
Well, you just don't have a choice in the matter, do you?
I think I do.
Well, I don't think that I have a choice in the matter.
I think
It must be
His name is
done.
Captain Timo.
Captain Timo on duty. Yes.
So it shoots out a poison dart.
Of course it does.
That explains why
And
she
it
was
lays
crying.
random gifts around for people to find later.
Okay, I'm gonna use your phone. Why is this sticky? God damn it!
Activated my track card.
I'm gonna take my PS3 home. What is all this goo on it?
re-educate him thoroughly. As a pretty
I'm going home. I'm
Never
getting a new
underestimate
PS.
the power of the Scout's Code.
sins will
The soul of a dead villain cleans off his sins as a prince.
Just like you.
How did she become a villain, though?
I'm not a villain.
Who, her?
Dead
Yeah, that's one of the things. She's supposed to be a Prinny, and like they just ran out of Prinny skins to give her.
I think, if I remember right, isn't she in a bunch of other games too?
No, well, not as far as I know. Like this is her first one, as far as I can tell.
Why is she in a sailor uniform thingy? Is
No.
she a Japanese school?
No, well, yeah, she is a Japanese schoolgirl, but she didn't. They didn't have any skins left to give her to become a real Prinny.
That explains why that other thing is a tentacle monster. Only the Japanese would come up like, let's create a baby tentacle monster.
To save him,
I'm like,
we must keep
why?
his soul.
Then let's go. To save
Why? That's why,
I find myself asking that a lot.
that's why Japanese animes never have black characters in there. It's like, hey, let's create this, and the black guy'd be like, why?
Actually,
Because we can.
Sword Art Online has a black guy in it.
One.
He's the bartender, which is kind of like the general thing that the
I
black
would
guys
start
do.
drinking too if I was
There
in an
was
anime.
another anime that has a black guy in it. Oh, dang it. He sells Russian sushi. He's a Russian who sells Russian sushi,
He's black,
Russian
he's not
sushi.
and he's black.
Russian sushi.
Wait, he's the only black guy in Russia, and he went to Japan for some reason. What is his... he must love punishment. Anyways, he's big.
Are you kidding? Do you know how cold it is in Russia? If I was living there, I'd move too.
But to Japan?
It's warmer.
It's warmer than stupid.
Go to Spain!
Why?
It's warmer, and at least you're closer to your color.
Wait, so...
No.
You want to expel the colored people to countries with similar colors.
It's like
No!
clothes.
In Japan, he's not gonna have a good time. People are gonna be like, oh, it's a black dude.
Maybe they'll be like, oh, I wonder if they have a bigger penis. I better sleep with him and find out.
oh, yeah, that could happen.
He does working in a bar.
That's
He
what works.
is rare and exotic, but so are you. And do you get much?
He's not in Japan.
Yeah, I'm not in Japan.
But you're in Utah.
I'm in Utah. But they don't
We're
like
not
my
Japanese.
kind in Utah.
So do they like your kind in Japan?
We'll find out.
That's what I'm wondering
Next two
here.
stupid gamers, we're gonna be filming from Japan.
Fuck.
I bet these like just put some Japanese like posters in the background.
Are you serious? Then stop
Trying to find if
whining
I
and
have no
crying.
Asian friends. I'm like,
I have one.
okay, I was like, do I have any Asian friends that I could?
I have two. Well, they're all from the same family, so I have three. None of them live here.
Oh, even better, just get a cardboard cutout of an Asian.
Here's my Asian friend.
No.
We're staying at so and so's house. I didn't want to create a name because it'd probably be vaguely racist.
There's how many Asian people?
Honda Mitsubishi.
Parents couldn't decide, so they just gave them both.
Anderson, but you're just running away from your responsibilities.
The weird thing is they drive a Toyota. There's Asian people where I work. Maybe we can invite them over. Kind of weird.
Yeah, just the amount of
Just
heat
walk up to her like, hey, do you want to come over to my house? We're recording.
You should invite those guys over for a sleepover and say that. Hey guys, I know I didn't hang out with you this weekend, but you want to come over next weekend? We're recording. We'll hang out.
They're
spend a few
not
nights together.
Asian though.
That's the duty of a Prinian.
That'd be really weird, especially because I never talked to her.
I'll help you too. Super hardcore punishment, so you'll be.
Me too. I've already come up with some tasks for you.
Just buy a new microphone. You guys you're gonna love it. Sound quality is so good. HD webcam.
My friends say the microphone looks like a dildo. She's like, I don't think I can make it this weekend.
You have to see it to believe it.
I think it looks like the pill from Dr. Mario. But what do I know? Not a whole lot about dildos, that's for sure.
Valvatores, I've done so much to you, yet you still...
That's about as quiet as it would get after that conversation. She's like, I need to go talk to the HR guy. I'll be right back. Okay. I hope she says yes. So is this Hohenheim evil too? Evidently, yeah. Why is it that when he turns evil, he turns... Can't there be like one bad white dude?
Skin darkens. And he
Was made in Utah.
I'm sorry, Phil.
God turned him brown because he became evil.
Is he God?
Actually, they're fighting a god. Well, one of God's, like, I guess, end all be all. Humans have done this to
many black
themselves.
characters.
I know, right?
I'll teach you a lesson. Let's see here.
You
Which
can't
one do we
get
want
any
to see?
good black characters anymore.
Pew pew pew. Bing.
I think
Actually,
we have a black president,
should-
but we still can't get no respect.
Can't get no. Malice Des Ex. Ah, can't get no.
His name is Nemo.
Respect. Can't get no. Okay, so she's good. All right. This is gonna be short.
What does she magic change into?
A sword, and not just any sword, a badass sword.
We gotta figure. Yeah, she turns into a sword.
Moa!
And he turned to a
I
sword and
love
crashed
you,
down into
kitty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is the final version of the cat monster, Nekomata, and I don't know why it's black and
Jake's
red.
like, I don't like it anymore.
No, I still
I don't
know
like
it's
it.
excellent. It's just all of the other colors up to it. I'll show you. It's kind of weird.
Is that what you like? You like black cats?
I like black cats. I love black cats.
I think we finally found Jake's weakness.
Jake's weakness.
Yes. Finally found something black Jake likes. Black cats.
Hiya! Boom.
I've never seen a colored cat girl at this point. I think they're all white.
No, Jake had a...
Are they brown?
What game was that? That you had the brown cat girl that you created. It was like an MMO that you were...
Final Fantasy 14.
Is that what you were playing?
Oh yeah!
I
You
made a
can
brown
make-
cat girl.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, Jake hates brown because he can't have it.
I do have to say that I am very attracted to the brown colored girls.
That's why he only dates white women.
You're very attracted to colored girls, is that what you said?
Brown colored girls.
He likes the brown sugar.
I do like the brown sugar.
We weren't joking when we said.
I like the coloreds, honestly.
I think they're wonderful people. You could have a conversation with them. They're very good at sports.
Listen, I don't think you guys realize how horny I really am deep down inside, and that's that's the mistake you're making right now. Okay?
No, I know. I know that if given the chance, if no one was looking to be like, that black cat's looking kind of attractive.
I'm gonna fuck that cat.
Oh, come here, kitty.
Comments like, hey, something weird. That cat's walking weird. Should we take it to the doctor? So, it's fine.
They'll recover in a few days.
I gave it some medicine. Like, we don't have any medicine for the cat.
I gave it
What
an
did you
injection.
give it? Don't worry about it. You're overthinking things again. I guess you're right, Jake.
Whenever we record these,
Are you sure, Jake? Because that cat's looking really... Hey, are you a veterinarian? No.
Fuck that cat.
Never had a cat before. I guess I'll take your word for it.
We were talking about duck dicks last night.
What about them?
Apparently...
Are they about foul?
Oh, hilarious.
I didn't get it. You probably have to spell this one out for me.
Foul.
See, foul
Birds.
has multiple versions of the word.
Do I remind you of a duck dick? Is that what you're saying? When you met me, you're like, hey, it looks kind of like a duck dick.
Oh.
I actually don't know what a duck dick looks like.
I don't know either.
Duck
Maybe it does look like me.
penis. I'm glad I'm on Jake's internet.
FBI shows it. So you're looking at duck dicks, huh? So you like duck dicks? Is that what you want? Want a duck dick in your mouth right now? Perfect.
Oh wow,
Get in
they
the car.
are interesting.
Yeah, they are.
It's like mine.
You mean you look like you looked at it? You weren't just talking about it? You're
No,
not like
I
me?
didn't actually look it up.
Apparently you know what it is.
duck dick?
Well, it does look like yours. Yeah, you're right.
It's
Wow.
It's a corkscrew.
Wow.
It's a corkscrew. With
Are you sure you're not the duck dick? You should double check with your parents. You're like, I'm an only child. Am I your child though? Am I secretly like half human, half duck?
It's my uncle Donald.
Uncle Domino. That would make you cousins with Huey, Dewey, Louie.
I think I just
I know.
one shot.
Possibly siblings.
One shot the final boss. Oh yeah.
Yeah, half brother.
All right.
So,
So, where were you going with that duck dick?
yeah, I'm really
Before we got
confused.
sidetracked again.
Okay, apparently, ducks are very rapey. Like, female ducks have actually evolved their genitals to, be the opposite of, the male ducks.
So they have a penis too?
No, they, basically, you know how the male ducks have a corkscrew? Well, your genitals actually go in the opposite direction, so it's really difficult for them to mate at all.
Really seemed like God was having a fun time with those guys.
You know what's funny is that Jake mentioned duck dick, and I'm like, this isn't gonna end well. But I didn't imagine it ending this poorly. You're right, Jake. I do lack imagination. 'Cause
Oh,
I
also, ducks will rape dead ducks. Oh yeah.
why were you thinking? Do I want to know why you were thinking about this yesterday on Halloween, no less? Did you find a dead body and just wait, you know what else makes dead
When the
bodies?
adults get together for Halloween and the kids have all gone to bed, we finally get to talk about what we want.
Duck dicks.
Duck dicks.
Ducks raping dead ducks.
Duck necrophilia.
And you too.
Duckrophilia.
You must have similar features.
It's got a whole new level of crazy. There's your brother. It's like, you know, let's talk about dead ducks, fucking other ducks.
Cross between a demon and a human.
Mr. Jacob.
I guess it's between a demon and a... It's something that's very
Should really
hard
tell
to
him that he
believe
doesn't have to
for
call
someone
you
who's only
that.
seen the ugliness of wars amongst humans.
So interesting, yeah, it does. There's also a picture of a.
Did you look up a duck vagina, dude?
Years it'll take me.
I wonder we don't have any fans. Like, this is too conceptually adventurous for me.
I don't think it's
Sure, you got it.
quite there
I'll get
yet.
some sense into your head once you become a prinny in Hades.
What?
We can do more.
We can do worse.
We can do worse.
We can be worse.
We can be.
Can we legally? Can we be worse? I think that's the real question we should ask. I'm not saying you can't be worse. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if we should.
Who else? It's a death's duty to send souls to Hades.
Like those Japanese scientists, like we could create a half human, half tentacle monster. The Black would be like, yes, we can, but should we?
Yeah, just be confident.
And then that scientist will have to like really think inside, like, do I really want a tentacle monster raping me? Because I know that's where it's heading.
Judge Nemo, your life ended a long time ago.
I'm sure the Japanese scientists would go ahead with it anyway.
And I love, yeah, just so everyone knows, Duck Vagina actually brings up an article. The first one from Cracked. Duck rape.
Sunder thy soul from the
He disappeared. Did he die?
Yeah, he's reaping his soul. This kid's actually
I'll
a
see
death.
you in Hades.
There are a few.
Sure, there are.
Huh.
Reaping.
Finally, the worlds were saved by the
Volvatores.
hands of the rebels from Hades, led by
Valvatore.
I just ruined it for him. Like they will not be able to. Was that the end of the game?
Yeah.
Fenric.
Really?
Well, actually, trust me, there's more, but I know it was anticlimactic
That's it?
because I've leveled more than I should.
Taught for generations to come.
This is one of the,
On a side
just the Cracked article.
So that blonde-haired dude just was like poke dead. Okay, let's go.
5 quick facts. At least a third of all duck sex is forced. Females are constantly evolving ways to not get pregnant from rape. Males are constantly evolving ways to get around those defenses. All the evolution has given ducks some pretty spectacular genitalia, and vegetarians should no longer feel guilty about eating ducks.
I feel guilty because I fed ducks. I'm like, oh, here you go, ducks.
Rape more.
I was an accomplice to rape.
Only feeding the mallards.
Here you go, male ducks. We're all.
I love how the game ends on duck rape. That's awesome.
We can never end on something pleasant.
We can never end on
We can never
something
be like,
normal.
oh, why can't we end it like, oh, we built a new house for orphans, yay, and that's where we're gonna end. No.
And then the ducks moved in.
And then the ducks moved
On the orphans. Oh god, we should not have built that orphan. I don't even. Why are we building this next to Duck Pond? This is a bad idea.
Well, I thought that the ducks would be nice. They're orphans. Everyone's nice to orphans.
Everyone loves ducks.
And everybody loves ducks.
Kids
yeah.
love animals. Just put them there. Ah.
What's that duck doing to that kid? No! No! Get away from that! Bad
We
touch.
should have just built this next to that wolf den like I planned.
The wolf pit. At least they would have taken the orphans in.
I know.
And treated them like wolves.
That would have been better than being raised by you, that's for sure.
Oh, everybody keeps on telling me that my kid's gonna be like this super evil, like, ruler of the world or some shit. And I'm just telling you guys, he'll be fine. He'll be
Yeah,
good.
because he's not being raised by you.
Why does that make me so sad?
It shouldn't. It makes me happy. I'm like, oh, that kid's gonna have a chance.
He's not shattered. Not shattered yet.
My kid's gonna have a chance, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. Fine, fine. You guys don't think that my particular color of friendly atmosphere would be benefiting to those
I didn't hear anything afterward.
I just thinking. What did you say after we were coloring? Because I didn't hear it. And I'm like, oh, Dad's listening because I'm not.
Why do you guys gotta be so mean?
I think it's because we've seen you raise people.
What people?
Your siblings.
Oh.
Notice how, like, there's some really good siblings. And, like, the younger it gets, the worse it gets. As in, the ones you took care of got really, really bad for some reason.
They're not bad. They're just overly lazy. Don't really have any goals in life. No, Hiram's actually a really hard worker.
I know, that's weird. There's always one weird. Like, I'm the weird guy in
I
my
didn't
family,
really have much-
and Hiram's the weird one in your family.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always one weird one.
I'm the only one.
Dan is the...
Dan, how does
So
it...
I'm actually kind of both ways. Like, I excel in some areas and I'm lazy in others.
I'll get to tomorrow.
Dan, what's it like to be an only child?
Well, he
I
doesn't
just
know
found
what
a
it's...
surrogate family and moved with,
There you
moved in
go.
with the Bronsons.
I actually have many surrogate families,
Huh?
Richies and Bronsons.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not
That's
bad,
pretty much
too.
how it worked.
I don't have any. It'd be really awkward. Like, this is our kid. Why is that one brown? He's not
I
really
was-
our kid.
Okay, I look nothing like the rest of the Bronson family, and I was on their family swimming pass for a few years. It's like curly hair, fat kid with really blonde hair. What the hell?
And blue eyes. What the hell?
I think that's weird. I remember, like, when we lived here in Utah, like, 20 years ago, people would always assume that my sister was my mom. It's like, no, she clearly is, like, 5 years older than me. Like, the weird part is, like, they thought my dad, who clearly looks like an old guy, married her. Like, this is not, like, you know... We're pretty liberal, but we're not this liberal, people. Like, who do you think this, like, little white woman is that that's always, like, do you think we got a maid or something? Wouldn't it be a Mexican maid?
It's like, does your mom have much of an accent?
She does.
I was gonna say, they might have actually thought that.
Mr. Vampire.
My mom is the one with the accent.
Yeah.
What is it?
She's the only one that didn't get the
I just
language
felt
down
like we haven't
completely.
really had a chance to talk yet. I knew you were that vampire from back then, but I was too focused on my task and...
Bad end.
I actually
Is it
still
the bad
don't
ending?
I think it's actually the good ending. And nobody dies, which is usually what happens in the bad endings.
would have thought that pure-hearted
It would be great if, like,
She's gonna
like-
turn into a flower.
Oh,
Fuck you,
please.
Disgaea.
So is she gonna confess her feelings to him? It's like, I really like you. And then he's like, you realize that me and the werewolf are together, right? Like, we've been together the entire game.
I thought it was really clear.
Like, we went into the bathroom together. We came out really relaxed together.
Your fearless attitude
Constantly
together.
picking white hairs off my clothes.
Oh, I got some of my teeth too. God damn.
I wanted to apologize to you.
apologize.
Yes, to keep the promise you made.
This is
to me.
hopefully the romantic part.
Forbid yourself from drinking human blood.
Oh, Volva Torres.
Go ahead.
Power,
You
but
certainly know her way around the boat.
I don't know how to express how sorry I am.
Immature.
Apologize. I only did that.
Plus, I kept
Only around
worrying
you
about
guys.
Judge Nemo, while you suffered the whole time. As Mr. Werewolf
You
said.
bring me down to your level, that's why.
Think
I'm
whatever
like,
you
I'm
like.
so like, you need to go. Jake's like, no, you're not. Get down here.
Get down here talking about things like this.
Look at you talking about dust dicks. Get down. No, I want to be mature and responsible adult.
Oh, Mr. Vampire.
Ducks rape people.
Being serious?
No.
I'm
No.
glad we got to meet again.
Likewise. Now I finally get to keep the
Yes, I ended up.
Does he finally get this?
right. As I promised,
Suck
I shall only quench my thirst after I
things.
take you down in the depths of despair.
I always hate these about stories. Like, why does every story have to have like the love thingy at the end? Like, can't it
do
just
that to me.
end?
What do you mean by that?
I've already
It's like,
seen
hey, the
depths that
two,
you were
the
dragged
main
inside of fear the great.
Male and female characters like each other. Like, why?
My knees were trembling with fear. Just think, all I
Never
could do
happens
was
in real
stay
life, right?
trying
I don't
not
recall
to
this
scream.
happening.
Martina.
When was he? What?
You have kept your promise, and please regain your power.
Yay! Only now that
He's
I
going to
redeemed
suck
my-
her off.
He's going to suck her blood. Oh.
This
Yay! Something nice.
I've
I
always
want-
been wondering about her dress, and does she have to do that constantly? Because there's really nothing holding up the front of that.
Yeah, there really is nothing holding up in front of that.
Let's get hard fighting. Like, what if it keeps falling down? Like, oh damn.
You choose save.
Reminds me of me and my pants now because I'm going to the gym, right? And now my pants aren't fitting. And like, I really don't want to buy new pants because I hate pants and I hate spending money. And that's just combining two things I hate together, and it doesn't cancel out. It just makes it twice as bad.
Spending money and wearing pants.
Yeah.
It's like you're going off to prison every.
I
single
know,
day.
right? Ah, and I know how my ancestors felt working on those cotton fields. Really weird to meet them. You worked in the cotton fields. Oh, I know exactly how you feel. I had to wear pants. And I had to pay for those pants. Oh,
All right, guys.
I feel you.
The ending of the beginning, or the end of the beginning. Yay! I got 2 whole trophies. I'm
Really? You went through the entire game and only got 2?
Like the things that you have to get all of the trophies in this game.
I'm ashamed of you.
One of them is to.
You don't even get one for getting to level 1,000?
Nope.
9,999.
You do get one for that, and it's not even. I think it's a silver trophy. All right. So one of the things you have to do to get all the trophies, you have to get every single tier.
Oh, you wanted to show me the cat
monster.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. See, like this is
Okay.
what's
you
weird about
Okay,
it.
you wanted the brown one, and then you got the red and black one. That's not what you wanted.
No. Like I actually like the color difference. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're all kind of the same, and then all of a sudden,
What's wrong with
All
that
of a
one?
sudden, black.
no, there's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It's just it's off. And I really like this one.
Are you just saying that because we're like... You don't need to prove anything to us. You know that, right?
But anyways,
Was that a giant chicken?
Yes, it was.
yes, it is.
Was it?
With a snake tail.
Why is there a giant...
And it also has balls for.
No, that's...
That's the. I forget what that's called.
I think this is Feldan, your favorite, yeah?
Why would I like plants? I don't even like being outside.
I like the.
Me and
attitude
Poison
they
Ivy
create
would
for
not get
characters.
along. She's like, "Yay, nature." I'm like, I can go inside.
You go inside now. But I have to get
She's
the
like,
max out of all of these to get one.
I
of
noticed
the
that like you
gold
tend to max
trophies.
off the female ones.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Obviously, I like the females more. I actually like the Skull Mage more than I like the Galaxy
For
Mage.
some reason.
I hate Poison Ivy.
Why do you hate Poison Ivy?
Because she's all about nature. And like, I hate nature.
So she's trying to.
That's another thing why I hate about Utah. Everyone likes being outside. Like, I hate outside. Like, oh, it's so great. Like, if it's so great, how come all the bugs are trying to get into my house?
It's so great. Why don't they all just?
Why don't they stay outside if it's so great?
All right, so that was another great episode of Two Stupid Gamers. Thank you for watching, and
We're probably not going to end there. We're going to keep talking.
yeah, we'll probably
Because we were supposed to end like 15 minutes ago with the duck dicks and the orphanage, remember?
No. Let's end on. Hey, this is a fun video game. You guys should
Ending
play
with
it.
bugs trying to get to my house. Nature sucks. I guess that's about as normal as an ending we can get, huh?
Thanks
Don't
for watching.
let
Two.
ducks rape orphans.
And
Click like, subscribe.
they're not going
We'd
to do it
appreciate
now. They're
that.
like, I
We're
don't
gonna
like,
stop recording now. We'll
They
be
don't
back
like
later
duck
with something
scraping
else.
orphans.
Thanks again for showing up, and please don't call the cops.